What is going down, my YouTube family? It is your boy Zary from the XMG coming at you today to talk to you a little bit about a video I'm making a sequel to. And this video was the top 10 mistakes to avoid that will haunt you in Dragon Champions. And it is my #1 viewed video of all time, 5,470. Mind blown. Insane. And I get a lot of questions on it. You know, that really helped me out early game and gave me a perspective of where to go and what to do and what can I do mid-end game to not stifle the progression of my account. So what we're going to do in this video, y'all, is we are going to talk about 10 things that you will regret not doing as your account progresses. And, you know, you might be doing some of them, and some of them seem very obvious, but they can really stifle the progression of your account. So we're going to jump into that. But before we do, if you're just finding me for the first time and you're liking what you're seeing, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications. And for all my family members out there, you know I love you. So we're going to jump right into it with number 10. And number 10 is having to do with raids and your guild. Now, go into guild raids here, and we have the same raid we've had since launch, and that is okay. But what you need to do is you need to really make sure you are in a guild that is progressing to tier level 7. Tier level 7, right above my head. And you got to make sure that you are getting there. And some of you might not be ready for tier 7 yet, and that's perfectly acceptable, okay? But you don't want to be stuck in a guild that is only running tier 5 and you're ready for tier 6. You want to make sure you're in a guild that is progressing the raid as you go, because as the raid progresses and you continue to grow, you get more gear, you get more coins, more gold, you get guild currency, all right? You get Shadar shards, you get higher end gear. And if you don't progress and you sit stagnant at tier level 5 and you don't move on from a guild that could be holding you back, then you're losing out on valuable resources such as, like we talked about, gold. You can never have enough of it. You can never have enough gear. You want to make sure you're progressing and you're doing the right raid for your character. Make sure you progress to that tier 7 level eventually. And, you know, a lot of people, like I'm lucky enough, Retribution, my guild, we have the raid on farm. And when I came in, I was just on the cusp of being ready for T7, and they carried me. So if you're just on the cusp, there's plenty of guilds out there that might be able to help you to start getting that Shadar shards, because Shadar is just a phenomenal character. He is so good, and he really puts the demons over the top. When buff comes out, he's going to be probably essential for that team. Well, not essential, but recommended, highly recommended for that team. So make sure you're progressing your account and progressing in the raids to get to that tier 7 for those gear drops, for that extra gold, and especially for Shadar. Number 9 is what I like to call chasing. Don't chase. Don't chase the meta. Don't chase the legendary character that comes out. You want to make sure you have your realistic goal for what you can do. Don't stop your progression to chase. Chasing sets back your account tremendously. I cannot explain to you how much chasing is detrimental to your account, because if you constantly chase metas, if you constantly chase that next legendary, you're never going to have a solid account, and you're just going to have a whole bunch of mishmash guys at level 9. Don't do that. You know, and for everybody out there knows, I am playing for buff. I wanted Renara. I got a lot I want to do on my account. I want to get my goblins to where they need to be. I want to get Zera up and running. But I'm never going to be able to do any of that if I chase. If I chase, I lose my focus. I set my account back. Don't chase. The next one has to do with draw coins. Right there. And misusing your draw coins. Your draw coins can be used for a lot of stuff in this game. But when you're early game, you're so focused on getting chests. You want those chests, the premium times 10 chests. Everybody wants them, and they help out your account greatly. 27 draw coins, you save up, you start getting the shards, but there's going to become a point when these characters in here, you don't need them anymore, or they're to the point where you can finish farming them off. You don't want to continue to drop draw coins because you're 40 away from Nightiel. So I'm just going to keep dropping draw coins until I get my 40 away from Nightiel. It's a horrendous waste of your draw coins. Draw coins are used for so much valuable things in this game. One of the best things you can use your draw coins on is your energy refreshes. At some point, you got to stop buying chests and hoarding, and you need to start buying your refreshes. I buy the 50 refreshes every single day. Whether I need the energy or not, I'll find something to spend the energy on, but every day. 150 draw coins, boom. You can farm another character. You can farm gear, you can farm scrolls. And also, once you get comfortable and you start doing that and you start stockpiling and you save up a little bit, when you go into the shop, right here, you can start looking for gear pieces. Here's a gear piece I bought. It was 500 draw coins and I just didn't want to farm it. It was a waste of my energy to farm that piece when I can just spend 500 draw coins and get it. When I am one piece away from gear 11 and it's a hard farm, I come in here and I buy it for 1,000 draw coins. I don't spend the 2,000 draw coins or the 1,500 draw coins, because to me that's just a waste and I can buy the energy and farm that piece. But for the most part, you want to switch your focus from buying chests to buying gear and energy refreshes. The next one up on my list is make sure you do your tower every single day. Don't put off your tower, whether you auto it or manually play it. Doesn't matter if it's hard or regular. I still have not even attempted a hard mode on my account because I don't have the time. I don't. And I've said it in other videos, and I'm going to say it again now. The normal tower mode is an adequate amount of resources. You get gold. You get blue scrolls in there. You get character shards. The gold you get from doing the tower every day is super helpful. The blue shards you get in there every day, super helpful. So make sure you're doing your tower every single day. Don't put it off. Now we're back to shops for this. And this one is don't sit on max currency. And I'm going to explain that. And what I mean by max currency is you're going to guild. I have 9,919. I come down and once I maxed out all these characters, every character that's in there, you should max it out. Because you're going to need them at some point. Max them out. Then I go through and I look at each individual piece. 469, don't need it. 95, I needed this one. I bought it. 213, don't need it. 297, don't need it. 160, don't need it. What I try to do is I try to keep at least 2 pieces on hand for when I need them. Then you go to the arena store. Cap every single person out in the arena store. Then what I do with the arena store currency is, you see I have a lot of it right now, is when the battle pass says you need goblins. Every time a goblin pops in here, I buy them. Same thing with tower, buy it. But it feeds the most important store, your star shop. I have Wonder Lua and Hard Orc 7 stars. And what I do now is I farm the gear, same way. Don't need that. I buy Outcast Shackles every time they're in there because they're needed for so many characters. Then here, I had 0 of these, so I bought it. Here, don't need it. So every time it refreshes, I do that thing. And then say I don't have enough Star Shop currency, I go back to my tower and I buy every single one in tower. And I go back and I buy every single one in the arena. I go back into my shops. I have 1,000 currency to go back to my star shop and buy whatever I want. Don't just sit there and hoard it. Make sure you're using it for gear. I didn't do this right away, and it was a huge mistake, and I regretted it. Now that I'm doing it, I'm progressing my count exponentially, and it's fantastic. Make sure you're not sitting on max currency if it can be avoided. Now, as you see, I have a lot, but I'm doing something with it every day. I'm just not letting it continuously build and build and build and build. Use it for the battle pass. Use it for gear. In this game, we are blessed, and there's a lot of different factions and races. Don't avoid them because you don't like them. There's so many game modes where every single race, character, faction is used. You have your tournaments, you have your tower, you have your legendary events that come, your regular events that come. And this game uses every single character eventually in a tournament, in a game mode of some sort. Just because you don't like them, maybe they're lower down your tier, still gear them up. You know, I heard a lot is, I hate goblins. Ugh. Well, they're needed. Orcs, needed. Pride, needed. Pandas, needed. Don't avoid a race or a faction because you don't like them, because you're going to kick yourself in the butt when you're going to need them. Next one is, don't avoid tournaments. Pick and choose the tournaments you want to do. Always register. Always fight more than one fight. You know, like these ones. This one has a day and 14 hours. I'm not going to fight one probably till the couple hours before it's done, and I'll get up to maybe 50 rank, and I'm good. Here, I'm going to go a little bit harder in Lake, but right now I'm not going to. I'm going to let all those people waste their time, and I'm going to finish the same spot I would have if I do it now. So, what you got to understand is, but not going for these, even if you get 10 shards of Lake, that's 10 shards from the tournament shop. You just saved yourself. The better you do in tournaments, the more tournament currency you get, the better you can, the more character shards you can get from the shop. So don't just register and walk away. And sometimes it happens, and I'm guilty of it too. Don't avoid tournaments. They aren't my favorite game mode, but they're vital to your progression of your account. Rune management. Guilty is charged. I fell way behind. I do this 2 times a week, and I haven't done it in about 2 months. Now I'm going to blow through all my gold I have, and now I have to go through and sort it all out. Falling behind on your runes is super detrimental to your account. I have Sergeant Pigwald up here, whatever. But let's go to like More Doom, and you guys can see the difference. Now More Doom, right here. I got 4 speed on here, and we all know he wants speed. So if we go to filter, and we're right down here, and we take off unassigned runes, and we select speed. Puncher Face has an 8 speed. Do I need that on Puncher Face? No, I don't. So I gotta go through, and because an extra 4 speed on More Doom would be huge. So we gotta keep that in mind. You gotta keep that in mind, because now that extra 4 speed is 237. Falling behind on your runes is super detrimental to your account, because you're gonna blow through a lot of your gold. You're gonna waste hours. Just pick a couple days. The most successful people do it every time they farm runes. I can't be one of those people. I just don't have the wherewithal to do it. But a couple times a week, get in there. Don't fall behind on your runes. It sets your characters back. You're going to constantly lose. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to pull your hair out. Another one, guilty as charged. Check your events tab. Make sure you're looking at your events tab. Alright, we have our basic events. Here's the treasury event. We know that's coming. We have the tenacity rune right now. But look, 20 hours. We have the treasure hunter event. Treasure hunter event, that's a good time for me to start re-runing. The gold loss I'm going to feel, I can make it back because we have the treasure hunt coming. We have damage runes, so I don't need to farm them right away. Renara's coming. I don't even want to talk about that mistake. And then sometimes you forget to clear out your red dots, and they're sitting in the back. Always make sure you're checking your events tab, because it lets you forecast what you can do for your account. Now, none of these were really in particular order, but this is the most important one, and you need to start doing this from day 1. And I didn't realize how important it was when I made that first video, but I'm going to tell you right now it is super important, and that is farming your blue scrolls every single day. Right now I'm working on Kagi. I'm taking Kagi's abilities up to gear level 6, or ability level 6, and you go into the ability, you click find, and there are 4 nodes every single day you need to farm. 3 blue scrolls. 4 blue scrolls. That's unheard of, but whatever. Even if you got 4 scrolls, 1 from each, that is 4 blue scrolls a day for 80. They're all 80 energy, 240 energy. Perfect investment. So you need to farm those blue scrolls, because we all know the blue scroll crunch is real. Farm them every single day. So my YouTube family, there it is. There is another 10 things you can't avoid when progressing your account. You need to focus on those things as you progress your account, or you're going to kick yourself in your butt, you're going to regret it, and you're going to wish you started it a long time ago. So hopefully this helps somebody out there. We are in one of the best communities ever in the Dragon Champions community. So if I forgot something, I missed something, leave a comment down below. Let people know what else you do to help progress your account, so they don't forget about it and they don't wish, they look back and said, man, if I would have done this 3 months ago, I would be so much further than I am now. So that's what I got for everybody. Again, if you're just finding me for the first time, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, blah, 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 blah. For all my family members out there, you know I love you. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.